Yes, I am here late. A whole day late. Yes. I know. I tell y'all Thursday nights and sometimes look, if it ain't going to be Thursday nights, it's going to be Friday, all right? That's why y'all got to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, really Instagram, but really anywhere. And now I could post stories on my Twitch too. So just make sure you're tapped in on one of my socials so you can know in case I'm not going live on Thursday. I'm gonna tell you when I'm going live. Okay. So make sure y'all tapped in with me so y'all can keep up with the schedule. But yeah, let me properly intro the show so I can go ahead and talk to y'all. Hello, my name is Asia. I'm the host of My Thoughts on Asked For, where I share my thoughts none of you asked for or probably even care about. But I'm gonna share them anyway. Hey Jex38, thank you for joining a chat. I got my TikTok stream up. I was trying to get my YouTube stream up. I'm going to this weekend, I'm gonna get my YouTube stream together. It was like kind of glitching and doing something weird, but I have plenty of subscribers over there on YouTube, so I want to go live on there too. So I will get that starting next week. I'll be streaming live on YouTube as well. I just got to get my shit together. Um, but yeah, hi guys. How are you? How's your day? How you feeling? Everyone who's joining stream, let me know. I care about you guys, okay? I want to know how your day was. I want to know what kind of mood you're in. I want to know how you're feeling. I care, okay? I do care. Hey, hey CB, how are you? How's life? Um, so I'll go ahead and give y'all a quick recap for me before we get into the topics. Hold on. I kind of want to tilt this camera down a pinch. There you go. Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot to turn one more light on. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So, yeah, so for the my week recap. So as you guys know, in case you didn't miss last episode, I am unemployed at the moment. And am I sad about it? No, I'm actually ecstatic. And the last week has been great. I've really just been chilling, honestly. Um, lots of content. Lots of content. I was talking a little bit. Well, I'll get into it in just a second, actually. But for the most part, I didn't really do anything. I wanted to go out last weekend, but I just had to do a lot of content. I was picking between having fun or being productive, and I chose being productive. So hopefully this weekend I can get outside and have fun. I'm really going to try, I swear. I'm going to go outside and socialize and do something interesting so I have something to come back and talk to y'all about, okay? But um real quick before I get into this, CB, Lotto having a baby by a married man is the most Atlanta thing possible. We are gonna get into it. I might talk about that first before I drag Jack Harlow, actually. And 1 second, y'all. Let me figure out why the fucking fuck my chat isn't showing. I don't know. This is the second stream where my oh, there it is. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna get into the lotto thing. We might get into that first, maybe. Go ahead and type something else in the chat so I can see if it's working. Cause I just redid it. Type something in the chat for me. Ah man, it's still not. What's going on? Y'all seen that? It said it was red and then it popped up green. I don't know what that's about. Sorry about that. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, we're gonna get into that. So one of the things, there's been like a handful of things that I have realized since I haven't been working, right? And overall, just this 9 to 5 lifestyle that we're living, right? This 9 to 5 lifestyle where we spend most of our time at a job and then we have 2 days to recover, that is not normal. And so since not working, I realized, oh, I wonder why I couldn't get so many things done. It's because I didn't have time. I literally lived at my job and it took me a while to recoup. So, yeah, I've just been very happy with the like free time I've been having and just being able to relax and chill. It's been very, very helpful. So, I feel like anybody who can take a little bit of PTO, I know not everybody is able to do that, but give yourself a break, please. Even if it's just a week, even if when it comes to a vacation, don't just take a vacation like an actual like go somewhere. I mean like use your PTO, take your vacation time and be at home. Do what you want to do. Do whatever you makes you happy, whether it's some kind of creative thing or um just resting. Like we need that as humans to function normally. This is why I hate capitalism. Exactly. We are all just stuck in this cycle and it's very depressing. So, yeah, I've been doing very well with that. Um I will go ahead really quick and play a very quick commercial break and then we're going to go ahead and get into Lotto first because yeah, I'm not going to make her this whole fucking episode because I promise y'all I'm trying to keep my episodes at like 30, not even 30 minutes, that's a lie, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, okay? So yeah, quick commercial break and I'll be back, okay? Why does me being by myself and minding my business and not saying anything bother you? That combination of intellectual intimacy and physical intimacy, dangerous combo. You Christians, right? Can I tell y'all something? Y'all do know that God loves gay people too, right? Just getting to know each other and it don't work out, no, I don't want to be your friend. I actually never want to speak to you again, actually. I actually never want to see you again, to be honest. Definitely don't think that any woman should be crashing out over a man. It's not worth it. He don't care. You look crazy. Is it not important for new rappers to want to have their own identity? How come we can all admit that we are in a literacy crisis while simultaneously clowning Kai for trying to read? Catch daily clips posted wherever you get your short form content. On TikTok, you can follow me at It's Your Girl Asia Clips. To see my Instagram reels, you can follow me at My Thoughts No One Asks For. And to watch my YouTube shorts, you can also follow me at My Thoughts No One Asks For. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, are you guys still there? How are you? Hey, Jalen. Thank you for everyone that is uh yapping with me in the Twitch chat and in the TikTok chat. Again, sorry, don't know why my chat isn't showing on my screen. Don't know. But I will let you guys know, whatever's going on in the chat. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts over here in the chat. Y'all are so like lovely. Um, come over here and join me on Twitch if you can. So we're gonna start with Lotto. So first, I'm gonna share my opinions on the actual song that she dropped. um, because I'm not gonna call myself a Lotto stan. I think that's a bit excessive, so I'm not gonna do that. I do like her music though. I feel like she makes good albums. She doesn't really have any bad albums to me. She makes great songs, and I always say I prefer her over Cardi B. Okay. Um, so I've had the same critique. So I'm gonna tell you what I like about this song and what I don't like about it. Um, I mean, it sounds good. Like it's not a terrible song. I think the second half, it definitely gives Big Mama reprise. Like it sounds like her Big Mama song. Big Mama. The second half definitely gives like, girl, that was a copy and paste. I don't know if that was intentional, so I'm not gonna shit on it entirely. But um I need Lotto to let this Drake flow go. I need her to let it go. This is her second era dragging this Drake flow, and this better be her last era doing this. She better have Aubrey Graham featured on this album his goddamn self if she just gonna keep biting his flow. Like, what's going on? And on the last album, there was a little bit of Drake flow. I hear it on this song, which is the intro to her new album. So, Lotto, please let's find some new flows, baby. And Aubrey himself better be on this album, or like, because what are we doing? Number two, my second critique of Lotto is, and it's been like this for years now, the pussy bars. The my pussy is this, it's so immaculate and it's so wet and great and this and that. I won't take it away from her that if you're gonna make like a sexual and sensual song, that's fine. That's great. We love those. I love those. And she makes good songs like that. If it's like a sex song, she's good at making those, right? So I'm not gonna say that I don't want to hear that at all, but I want less sex bars, more rapping, because Lotto can rap. I've heard her be able to rap without it just being pussy, pussy, pussy. Like, we get it, girl. It's wet, it's whimsical, it's this beautiful, wonderful thing. I got it. Less pussy bars, more rapping. If I can get that and less Drake flows and some new flows, we good. So just my real quick synopsis of the actual song. Now let's get into the pregnancy of it all, right? So obviously people kind of like speculated she's been pregnant for a while, and I mean, people knew when she was like disappeared for months. Everybody was like, yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, yeah, they got her. You know what I mean? Um, First off, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend to care that Lotto could or couldn't be married to I mean, sorry. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend to care that Lotto could possibly be pregnant by a married man. I'm just not going to sit up here on my platform with this microphone and act like I'm so outraged and that I really give a fuck whether this man is married or not. Okay? There's a few reasons why I don't give a fuck. One, I live in reality. I am not parasocial and I don't know these people. Two, hey Zay, people in real life have babies out of wedlock. There's people in real life that date married people. There's people who are married who cheat with, like, I don't know why people get online and look at these celebrity situations and act as if it's so bizarre. Or like this is like an uncommon thing. Even if 21 is married, let's just say he is, right? Nobody knows for sure if he is. Let's just say 21 Savage is married and Lotto is pregnant by a married man. Let's just entertain this idea. Okay? If that's true, like what who gives a fuck? Like, I'm asking a real question. Let's just say it is true. The most I would do is the most I would get on this platform and say is that she's a bird. And then move on to the next conversation. There's like, I don't know why y'all get like so weird when women announce their pregnancies, because oh, she's married with no ring, no ring, no ring. Newsflash. Y'all mamas had y'all before they got married. Y'all grandmamas had y'all mama before you got married. Y'all aunties having babies out of wedlocks. Your cousin having baby out of wedlock. You have a friend that's a baby mama. Like, y'all tune y'all nose up at her. Look around in your real life. Do you have the same energy with people that you know in person? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think people need to be a lot more concerned about their personal lives, their real lives, than concerned about what a random celebrity whom they never met, like, social media, bro. The amount of tweets that were on my timeline of people that were genuinely outraged by this, is comical. It's truly comical. It's just like, I don't know. I get it, right? I get that y'all try to push these traditional ways of living, especially when it comes to relationships, onto other people, especially celebrities. And I think that is really odd. Um, I say it all the time. I don't like when people have babies all willy nilly and they voluntarily create broken homes. I say it all the time. However, the reality is people unintentionally get pregnant. People have unprotected sex and they get pregnant before they get married. It just happens. It's life. I get that y'all want everything to be so perfect and oh my gosh, whatever, but that's not realistic. And also not everyone wants to get married. And then y'all are like, "Oh, well, why would you want to have a baby and not get married?" Look, at the end of the day, people do what the fuck they want to do. You don't have to do that. And you also don't have to give a fuck what other people do. Like, this is where minding your business really comes in handy, because if you want to get married before you have a kid, do that. Don't constantly push everyone to have to fit that exact requirement and way of living. They don't have to fucking do that. Also, another thing that was annoying, a lot of people were commenting under her picture saying, "Oh, I'm so happy for her, but I just wish she was with someone who, like, also was having their first kid or whatever." I'm sorry, guys, but like, the older that you get, that dating pool of people who don't have kids gets smaller and smaller. I'm 23. There's already a lot of motherfuckers out here having kids, especially in Atlanta. Once I'm 25, that pool is going to get smaller. Once I'm 27, 28, 30, it's going to get even smaller. So, does that mean that just because my options of people that don't have kids are small, that I still have to go deal with someone who has kids? No, I can still choose to deal with someone who doesn't have kids. However, that's also a personal case by case situation. If I'm 28 years old and I don't already have a partner and I'm dating, if I'm at a place in my life where I feel like I'm comfortable with dating someone who already has a kid, then that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. And to sit up here and act like it's so bizarre, I get that y'all have this perfect cookie cutter life envisioned in your brain, but I promise you that's just not how real life works. Some people get their perfect fairy tale ending, but in reality, most people do not. And how you want things to work out, most of the time, it's not going to happen. So, am I going to sit up here just because I like Lotto's music? Am I going to sit up here and defend her and be like, "Oh, 21's not married"? No. What I am going to sit up here and say is, congratulations, Lotto, on the baby, like a normal person. And then I'm going to shut the fuck up, because guess what? In reality, I don't know that lady's business. I don't know that man's marital status, and I don't know the actual timeline of their fucking relationship, and neither do any of y'all. And even if y'all did, it literally wouldn't affect your life, not even a little bit. So if you want to judge her, if you want to have an opinion on her, cool. But if she came out here and she said, "Oh, we're married," then y'all would have no talking point. If the baby mama came out and said, "Oh, guys, there was no timeline overlap. There's an understanding, woot woot woot," y'all would have no talking point. But guess what? They don't have to do that. They don't owe us that, and it's quite literally none of our fucking business. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about all the messy shit. I just want the slaps. As long as she dropped music, I really don't give a damn. And the lady looks happy. She's pregnant as hell. She's finna pop out any minute. She's literally finna pop any minute. Her stomach is big as hell. Like, I'm happy that she looks happy. She looks beautiful. She's glowing. She's been saying she's been wanting to have a kid. Let the lady be happy. Just say congratulations and shut the fuck up. Sometimes y'all gotta learn, and that's all y'all need to do. You don't need to do the think pieces. You don't need to shame her, or y'all do this every time a woman announces their pregnancy. And this is why I talked about this a few streams ago. This is literally why women hide their pregnancies until they're almost done because y'all are assholes. And if they were to announce their pregnancies too early and were to pay attention to y'all's mean ass comments, it would most certainly jeopardize their pregnancy. Y'all need to learn when babies are involved, shut the fuck up. Keep your opinions to yourself because I can guarantee you it's too late. Was it smart for Cardi to have a baby with Stefan? No. But once y'all kept dragging her for it, she was like, look, the baby's already here. I don't know what the fuck y'all want me to do, but the baby's here. Sorry, I fucked up, whatever. Like, you can have your opinion, but what more do you want them to do? Anyways, so that's my quick little 2 cents on that. Like I said, this won't be a whole episode about that because I genuinely don't really give a fuck that much. I just think the parasocial shit is really odd, and I think a lot of y'all need to find a hobby. You need to go touch grass. And yeah, just start saying congratulations when women announce their pregnancies. That's the very normal thing to do. So do that. Okay. Thank you. Moving on, I want to whack Jack Harlow very quickly. Very quickly. Lord have mercy. Those memes of him this past week have been the highlight of my year so far. Like, I can't even lie to you. It's truly been entertaining. So Jack Harlow in his comment saying I got blacker on this new album. And I heard it in full context of the interviewer is basically saying like people probably thought with this album that you were going to get whiter, and then and he said I got blacker, right? In context, I understand him, but at the same time, the words I got blacker coming out of your white ass mouth, it rolled off the tongue too smooth for me. It's like you didn't even hesitate to say that. Like, I understood why it was a knee-jerk reaction to say that because of what the interviewer said before. But it's just like you could have just said I didn't. You could have just said I didn't. You didn't have to say I got blacker. Blacker is literally like it's so, oh my gosh, white people really are so weird. Like, why would you say that? I was so gagged by that. So me also, I would call myself a cat. I do like Jack Harlow, I do. And I did like him before he blew up. I feel like his best music was pretty much anything before Jackman. Anything before Jackman was really good, in my opinion. Um, this is where white people lose me, especially white rappers, right? If you are a white rapper who likes to rap, just rap. I don't really give a fuck what other people say, what the audience says, and how they try to persuade you to switch genres. And I mean, if that's naturally what you want to do, then cool. But if you're a white rapper who wants to rap, then just rap. Just rap. It's fine. We don't have to like constantly try to cuz him there was no reason that I needed a neo soul album from this white man. No one needed it actually. I don't know what made him think that any of us needed this. And him saying I got blacker, like it makes me very uncomfy because white people who get a lot of dip on their chip, they tend to do this thing every fucking time. It never fails. They tend to do this thing where they say something kind of weird or they make a comment, whether it's by what they exactly say or their tone. You can tell that they feeling themselves a little bit. You can tell that they've had way too much support from the black community that they get a very big head and they start moving like they're the big man around town. And it's like, whoa, buddy, you're still a guest here and you're still white. I don't give a fuck how many black friends you have. I don't care how many black people support you. Remember your place. You know what I mean? And I feel like certain white people who enter the hip hop space, they don't understand that there is a certain level of respect that you need to have amongst your peers and also with your audience and the people that support you. And I think when they get a bit too comfortable and that respect kind of fizzles out, that's when you lose me. Because we tried, you know what I'm saying? We tried to give you a chance. We let you in, and you starting to fall off the tracks a little bit, and now we got to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody roasting him for the past week, that was us bringing him back. Like, no, white boy, let's chill. Let's relax. The man got a cosign from Drake. He think he that guy. He can like hide for months and then pop out with a hit record, and he's just that nigga. Like, cool. You can feel that way, but let's not get disrespectful. You know what I mean? And the I got blacker comment was definitely disrespectful, and I am so turned off by Jack Harlow. It's not even funny. Like, that comment completely was like, ill. I'm cool off you. I didn't even finish listening to the album. I was like, yeah, I see what kind of white you are. So we're done with you. So yeah, I was very disturbed by that comment. It seemed like most black people online were, and I just loved seeing us all like congregate and drag him and just roast him for like a whole week straight. I really enjoyed it. It was great. He deserved that. Um so yeah, I think that we definitely moving forward need to be a lot more careful about the white people that we allow in our culture. That's exactly why I got on that female rapper Sunshine Benzie. That's exactly why I roasted her a few episodes ago, because she made a couple comments. Her head was getting too big, and I'm like, oh, let me hop off this train while it's early, because I can already see what type of timing you on. And so, yeah, I just don't like white people that enter black spaces and act as if they don't have any respect. I don't like white people that walk into black spaces and act like they're not a guest. Or they just get so much praise that they feel like now that they belong here. So they get to move however they want to move and say whatever they want to say. And it's like, that's not how this works. And I'm not saying that you're not allowed to be confident, that you're not allowed to boast, but you also have to, there's just in many different ways that you have to check yourself, and you have to make sure that you have to constantly remind yourself that you are a guest, be aware of your privilege, and just think before you fucking speak. You know what I mean? Like, if he just would have thought for 5 seconds, not even 5, 3 seconds before he uttered the words, I got blacker, he could have stopped himself from that very quickly. But like I said, it rolled off the tongue too quick. He was too, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, anyways, we got to do better at gatekeeping is my entire point. So let's do better, please. Let's do better. What's next? Okay, I'm gonna do a very quick commercial break for you guys, and then we are going to yap a little bit more, have some more stuff to yap to y'all about. So 1 second. If you're enjoying the show so far, I need you to do a couple things for me. If you want to give your input on show topics, network with other young creatives, and even just be a part of the episode, join the Discord. I want this show to feel very interactive, because it's not just a platform for me to share my thoughts, but also for you to share yours. And just in case you missed the episodes live on Thursday nights, make sure you subscribe to the My Thoughts No One Asked For YouTube channel. Obviously, the VODs don't stay up here on Twitch forever, so make sure you catch up on all episodes on YouTube. And of course, follow the Twitch. I won't just be streaming once a week for the show, but I also have a lot of concept streams coming very soon. So make sure you follow the Twitch and turn those notifications on. Please and thank you. Hello, hello. All right, hold on. Let me do a lip gloss check, guys. Okay, I think I'm good. So, real quick with you guys, I wanted to talk about. I can't talk about certain things in detail on my streams, but I'm gonna talk about feeling very confident of yourself and what you deserve and wanting that to reflect in your circle. Um, when you reach a when you reach the point in your life where you move around with this aura of constantly wanting better for yourself in every single way, naturally, you're also going to want that for people around you as well. And I think that it's impossible for you to operate at that frequency and be surrounded by people who don't want better for themselves or who hasn't reached that point to where they can even see that it's possible for them to have better. Um and I definitely don't think that just because you are on a certain path in your life where you're going in a certain direction that you have to try to fast track someone that you love and their path so y'all can be on the same page. I don't think that that's fair. I think that we all have our own paths, and I think that everyone, we should be patient with people that we love. Um but at the same time, I do think it's very important for you to surround yourself with like-minded people to a certain extent, but specifically with that, um, with just wanting better for yourself and knowing that you deserve better in every way. Like when it comes to jobs, any opportunities, when it comes to relationships, friendships, just anything. That's a very high frequency to operate at, and not everyone is gonna be there when you are. And you can give the person that you love a nudge. You know what I mean? You can push them a little bit, but don't disrupt their journey and disrupt their path so y'all can get on the same page, or just so you can be surrounded by like-minded individuals. You know what I mean? If you love someone, um and it doesn't even have to be like a romantic situation, but even a friend. If you truly care and love someone close to you and you know that they are struggling to make better decisions for themselves that, you know, actually have better outcomes, um, help them in every way that you can. But truthfully, the best way that you can help them is to continue to blossom and elevate within your own journey and within your own life, and that'll inspire them to want more for themselves as well. And just for me, I am like I'm not it's impossible for me to be fake. It's impossible for me to be a fake person. And so when it comes to people that I truly care about, um there is no way that I can sit in front of their faces and act like they're okay if I can tell they're not okay. I can't keep sitting in your face and act like I'm not upset at you. I cannot continue to sit in your face and act like and act like I'm not upset at you when I know I am. I'm sorry. Don't know why I can't speak today. Um but yeah, it's just very, because I battle with this a lot, because I am aware that I'm very spiritually inclined, and I'm just very in tune with energy. And I also have a very caring nature. Um I care, about people a lot. And it's not necessarily that I always want to be Captain Save a Ho. You know what I mean? If I can tell that this ain't, like, I'm not supposed to be involved in this, and I will remove myself from something. And I like to stay out of other people's business and let God take care of it. But um it's just impossible for me to like watch people that I truly love and just sit and watch them struggle, or just sit and watch them make bad decisions for themselves, like I have to say something. And I'm not anybody's mom, I'm not anybody's therapist. So there's only but so much that I'm actually going to say, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to fully immerse myself into your life and try to control you or try to tell you what you should be doing as if I have life all figured out, because I don't. But if you want a friend who is just going to sit and watch you be depressed forever, or who's just going to sit and let you make bad decisions forever, I'm not the friend for you. I'm not the friend for you. And I'm not going to come to you with a perspective of trying to talk to you as if like I'm your mom and you're my child, you know what I mean? But I am going to tell you like, "Hey, I can see what's going on here." And I'm a solution-based person, so I will present you with solutions. But I'm just I'm not the friend that can be fake, that can act like I don't see things, that can act like I don't know things. I just can't do it. Like it's impossible for me. It's impossible. And just in general, when it comes to me and people that I love and people that surround me, because I know there's this topic going around on TikTok where people are talking about being jealous of your friends. And for me personally, I can never be jealous of my friend. I can never be jealous of anyone because, especially for people that I know in real life, I get such a weird amount of excitement when I see people that I know go after their dreams and accomplish certain things. It makes me very happy. Even people that I don't know, you know what I mean? Now, do we compare ourselves to people and maybe second guess ourselves and feel a little bit insecure at times? Absolutely. But jealous? No. Especially of people that I'm close to. If anything, I am the type of friend I'm the type of friend where I'm going to push you. Not like unknowingly push you, but I'm going to encourage you constantly to do whatever you want to do. If you tell me you want to start a business, I'm going to bring it up at least once a week or every other week. If you want to start doing hair, I'm going to let you know, "Hey, when you want to practice on me, what we doing?" If you want to do content, I'm like, "Hey, do you want to do this together? You want to have a content plan day? What we doing?" Like, I am very big on motivating other people to go after what they want and to, be as ambitious as they possibly can be. I want to see people flourish. Even if that means surpassing me, I don't give a damn. I just get really happy from seeing people that I love, seeing people that I know do things that make them happy. I genuinely do. So, yeah, I think that jealousy conversation, I haven't dived too deep into it. We can probably talk about that another stream. Um, but yeah, that's just more so the type of person that I am in life. That's a W friend. I need that as a friend. I haven't streamed in 3 months due to my mental. I'm gonna need a friend like you. I tend to be that person, but seems hard to find that person. You definitely have to prioritize your mental health. I say it all the time. Like, you haven't streamed in 3 months due to your mental. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Prioritize your mental health first and then focus on streaming. Then you can plan, you can come up with some kind of game plan for streaming. But if your mental ain't right, your content's gonna be shit. I say it every stream now, it feels like. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And for BA, yeah, and all you have to do, if you want more friends like that are motivating and uplifting, you just gotta, well, I don't want to say you gotta pray for it because I don't know what, people believe in or whatever, but whoever you believe in, if you believe in some kind of higher power, just pray on it. Um, and that's kind of the phase that I'm in as well. Like I'll talk about feeling like I haven't found really my tribe yet, but I'm also so young. And I didn't go to college. So um it's just something that I pray for now. It's not something that I force, you know what I mean? And I also make sure that I am an example of what I want to attract as well. So if that's what you want to attract, if you want to attract genuine friendships and people that uplift you and support you and pour into you, make sure you are that to other people in your life as well. And you will attract that energy. You will attract those people. Be what you want to attract. um and manifestation, all that stuff is real as well. So it'll come. It'll come for sure. But yeah, that's just a little, I like on this show I like to motivate you guys, uplift you guys. When I talk about certain topics like the lotto thing, like I love the reason I love my platform is because I feel like a lot of people on social media, they don't speak on certain situations from a human level, just from a person perspective, like just existing on this earth, not from just being a outside viewer and just wanting to judge and pick apart whatever they're doing. No, like bringing it down to reality, right? And broadening a conversation and personalizing it instead of speaking directly on these strangers' situations. I think that people can be very harsh online, and at the end of the day, these people are public figures. We're allowed to have opinions about them. They're allowed to be talked about. You know what I mean? They're allowed to be critiqued. But I also think that if people just sat for like 5 minutes and actually thought about that mean comment before they typed it up, they would actually think, you know what, I really don't care about this. Like, this actually doesn't affect my life or my day. And it's none of my business. I don't know this person. So I should probably dial it back. Or again, you can still have an opinion, but maybe just modify it a little bit, especially if using lotto as an example, especially if a baby is involved. Maybe you should modify your mean comment into just a congratulations and not all the extra stuff. And so that's one thing about my platform. Like, it's not the Wendy Williams show. No shade to Wendy, love her down, but I don't just sit up here and gossip about celebrities. You know what I mean? Like, when we're going to speak on these topics, we're going to bring it down to a human level instead of how people are approaching it on Twitter and TikTok. And just like, oh, I can't believe she did this and she did it. I was like, y'all don't fucking know these people actually. So shut up and get a life. And I prioritize on this platform uplifting you guys, pouring into you guys, because I'm truly trying to bring community. Truly. Hold on, let me read this comment real quick before I keep talking. Because I missed someone commented something else. That's why I'm in your Discord right there to stay connected because you're a W streamer. Oh, thank you so much. Transparency moment. Today, before I joined stream, I haven't really been intentionally trying to make affiliate for a while until just recently, especially with my like extra time I have. I'm like, okay, let me figure out the requirements I have to meet. And then I had just came to this conclusion before I started the stream. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sit up here and try to finesse or work my way around making Twitch affiliate. I'm just going to focus on building a community. I'm just going to focus on making my content and building community and actually gaining enough attention from people who want to come to the live streams, who want to be here live with me, who want to interact. And then obviously that'll all trickle down to make an affiliate, making partner or whatever. But at the end of the day, I have a very specific intention and vision with this show. And that includes community. That includes people in my age group um coming here to this safe space to air their grievances, to rant, um to ask questions, to share, information, to try to educate people or whatever. Or just to sit in here and watch. That is my priority. And so I'm more so just focused on being consistent and making good enough content to where I pull in enough loyal eyes that want to come here every Thursday night and watch me talk and talk with me. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about making no damn affiliate, making no partner. I'm just doing my shit, and I'll meet the requirement to be making money whenever that's supposed to happen. But I'm just not gonna think about it anymore. um so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Um if you are, put a W in the chat or something. Let me know if you're enjoying the stream so far. Um what else did I want to talk about with you guys? Okay, so I think this is gonna be the last topic really quick. Um so apologies. I want to talk about apologies. Hey, Big Moni. Um where do I want to start with this? So the reason I thought about this, because I had a situation not too long ago. Um, I started to question, because I talked about this a few episodes ago, where like having that energy of feeling like you are owed things is a nasty energy. That's not something good that's not something good to possess, okay? Um and so even when it comes to apologies, right? Oftentimes we're in situations where we feel like this person owes me an apology. Um Even if you're right in that, right? Do you does the apology actually change anything for you, or is it just the actions that they show after? Do apologies really patch things up for you in a way where it's very important for you to have, or not? And that's something that I thought to myself of like, are they really necessary? Um for me personally, I think that, someone can apologize to me and they could be genuine, but like I could also still be hurting too. You know what I'm saying? Like you could apologize for hurting me and I could still hurt after that for as long as I have to. And your apology doesn't really put a band-aid. It doesn't do anything to the pain that you've caused me. And not saying that I don't need an apology at all, but I definitely don't walk around feeling like, oh, if I got an apology, that I would just be healed and feel better. Yes, the apology is important, but things will never be the same. Totally. But then here's the other part of it, right? It being a sincere apology. When people say, oh well, the impact matters more than the intent, you should just apologize anyway. I've talked about it before up here. I don't subscribe to that, because there are people that exist that do abuse that. There are people that exist who have victim mentalities. They can never be wrong. So every chance they get to feel hit or victimized by something you did or said, they're going to take it. And there's going to be very little times where they say they're sorry, or when they take accountability. So you have to utilize your discernment and know who you're dealing with before you just subscribe to, oh well, the impact is bigger than the intent. Depends on who it depends on who we're talking about, right? It depends on who we're talking to be honest with you. I want the person to know you wronged me and admit it. I have felt like that before too, plenty of times. But the truth is, sometimes you won't get that. Sometimes the person won't admit they're wrong. And this has been very common in my life personally. People usually, it takes years for them to admit that they're wrong. Like, it usually takes years for me to get my apology. And then by then, it's like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, by then, I've already healed and I've already, you know, given myself the closure that I needed in order to heal from this. I don't need your apology like X amount of years later. Not to say that it doesn't mean anything, right? It's still like, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I still value it to a certain extent. In a way, it kind of puts the final chapter on that, situation with that person. But it's not something that I go around trying to make people do, or I try to like, or I act as if, oh, I can't move on from this until I get a apology. And of course it depends like on the extreme, It of course it depends on how extreme the situation is. Of course, of course if you've been like abused or something like that, like it's not it's not normal for for it to be hard for you to move past it until you get an apology. You know what I mean? So I don't want to dismiss extreme situations like that. Um I'm gonna be honest. I get people wanting it, but if you don't, then what? Exactly. That's a good topic. I just asked my pastor, "Can you heal fully without an apology?" Can't keep carrying it because bitterness. Exactly. So I just asked my pastor, "Can you heal fully without an apology?" There is no universal answer for that. I feel like, because like I said, it depends on the severity of whatever you're healing from. Um, But I would say for somewhat minor situations or things that aren't extremely extreme, um, yeah, it's definitely possible for you to heal without an apology. I've done it a few times. Now it's harder, of course. It's definitely harder to heal without the apology, but it makes you stronger and you develop certain skills on your own that you can continue to use moving forward. So for me personally, during times where I've had to heal from certain situations on my own without getting the acknowledgement or an apology from someone who wronged me, um now moving forward, when I am in situations where someone has wronged me, it's like if they did something fucked up, then they did something fucked up. If they want to apologize, they'll apologize, because I'm very big on, if someone's truly sorry, I want them to apologize. I don't want to tell them that they owe me an apology or to try to initiate the apology for them. It's just like, I'm not going to try to force an apology here. If you're genuinely sorry, then you will apologize. You know what I mean? I don't want you to just tell me you're sorry to shut me up. I don't want that. I would rather you not tell me sorry at all than give me some bullshit half-ass apology just to shut me up. That's just me personally. If you're not genuine, because I'm not, one thing about me, I'm not going to say sorry if I'm not genuinely sorry, which is, it's rare, but because I'm not an asshole. But like I said, with those very select few people that constantly victimize themselves and they try and they're very manipulative and are never wrong and can never apologize for anything. If I fucking do one little small thing that you choose to be offended by, then no, I'm not going to apologize just because that's what you want or that's what you feel like I should do. No, because I can utilize my discernment and I can use my context clues and I can see exactly what you're doing. And so, no, I'm not going to do that if I'm genuinely not sorry for something. I've never understood that. I don't know if it's my neurodivergent brain, but I'm just like, why would I say sorry when I'm not sorry? I don't feel bad. I'm not sorry. So I'm not going to say sorry. If that makes me an asshole, whatever. But I have no trouble saying sorry though. Like if I hurt someone's feelings, I'm not cold. I'm gonna say I don't have a problem saying sorry. Can't apology be in actions instead of verbal? Yeah, and honestly, that's what I prefer. I really got to the point where like I really don't give a fuck about words for the most part. They're nice, they're cute, but they mean like very little. I don't want to say they mean nothing, but it doesn't hold much weight for me either. And honestly, sometimes actions don't either. It has to be like a good balance of both. Cuz people that often show you people that often show you a version of themselves that they want you to see at that time, their actions and words can be great at the start. And then they both or one or the other can start to kind of fizzle out a little bit. So, um kind of moving past apologies now cuz I think I'm done with that. Yeah, so for me personally, y'all let me know your opinions on this. don't walk around feeling like I'm owed apologies. It's just like, hey, they're nice. It's like an icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? They're nice to have, but if I don't get it, I will survive. I will live without an apology, okay? I will heal. It is okay. Um and yeah. So kind of going into my next thing. Um when it comes to what I said about me too, I'll just move immediately. Exactly. What I said about me not really caring about words. So when it comes to dating specifically, right? So I am at this stage in my life where a man that has nothing to do other than like talk to me, like if you have nothing but words, I don't have like there's not much for you here. I need action, I need sense of urgency, I need you to want to be around me. I need you to do cute romantic things to show me that you like me. I don't want to just talk to you. I need something out of a fucking rom-com. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Where are the yearners at? This boring casual talking shit is really boring and lame. Actions only speak when they can see it. Yeah. So, yeah, when it comes to dating, I'm just like really cuz I already don't give most people the time of day just because I have to feel like you're worth giving the time of day. I can just read people very well and I can tell who's going to make my life difficult and who might not. So, I already just don't like keeping a roster. But yeah, when it comes to dating, I'm just kind of like I need some I just need some sense of urgency. You know what I mean? I feel like I see too many I feel like I see too many examples where I know what it looks like when a guy is interested in a girl. Like I know what it looks like. And so when that's not happening for me with a certain individual, that's when I know I need to wrap this up because it's not that you may not like me, but it's just that you may have too many other variables in your life that hinder your ability to put in a healthy amount of effort into this. And that's okay. But I have a lot of patience, but when it comes to dating, I don't have much because it's just like, look, I'm fine with us just getting to know each other and all this nice stuff, but I like I like physical time. Like these phones and these computers is all this fucking high technology is erasing human connection. Okay? So, unless we're in a long distance situation, if I'm getting to know you or if we're dating or something, I need to see you. It's impossible for me to properly get to know you if I'm not around you. And if that can't be like a consistent thing, and what I mean by consistent is like at least once a week, depending on how far we live from each other or whatever it is you do for a living. Like there needs to be something going on here to where I'm spending a hefty amount of time with you in person. This phone shit is not it. So asking genuinely if you could describe one word of the person you seek, what is it? If one word to describe the person that I want, that I'm looking for. Um that's a good question. I honestly don't know. I don't know how else to describe it other than saying like someone with some kind of sense of urgency. Like someone who is moving as if this is like time is moving. Like I think that people move a bit too slow. Like they move like snails and they try to take their time. And it's like, look, I'm sorry, look around. The world is I don't want to say the world is ending. That's dramatic. But the world is on fire, okay? And so it's just like, look, It's wars happening. It's inflation. I need some kind of sense of urgency. You acting like we just floating in the sky, or we're in fucking on some kind of fucking tropical island and we are just living in bliss and we just have all the time in the world. If you like me, if you're interested in me, I need you to have some sense of urgency. That means plan dates. That means come over, spend time over here, invite me over. Let's go out in nature, hang out in the park, do some kind of activity together, cook together, something. If there can't be like a healthy amount of time carved out for me in your schedule, we can't do this. You ain't being dramatic. We got about 10 years left for this. Look, I'm not trying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to, but you get what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to be depressing here, but it's just like, I'm moving as if we don't got time to waste. That's how I live my life. I live life as if we don't got time to waste. Like, fuck it. Now, I'm not saying things have to be rushed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying things have to be rushed, but some sense of urgency. You have to have it. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to deal with me as if I'm always going to be here, as if, you know what I'm saying? Like, as if you're always going to have me. Like, no. Pursue me like I could move to another country tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you have to get down on one knee or impregnate me, but I'm just saying, like, have some sense of urgency. Get to know me. Spend time with me, be around me. Like, you have to, that energy has to be in you in order for me to give you the time of day. So yeah, that's kind of really where I'm at with dating, but I'm also prioritizing myself because this year is going to be a great year. So, you know, hopefully, you know, some boys come around that are halfway interesting. Even if it's just for casual entertainment, I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens. I do want my love life to be a little bit more interesting. But it's my fault. That's why I need to go outside. I'm gonna go outside. I swear, this weekend I'm going to go out and operate and socialize with humans. How old are you? I'm 23. I'm 23. So we're at an hour and 40 minutes. So this is probably like, so I think I made it to my 45-minute mark or 50-minute mark because I had a few minutes of playing music. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching episode. I really hope this is the right episode 32. Really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Next week you guys should see some new things over the next 2 weeks I've been working on with my new free time. So there's some new things you guys should be seeing within the show. I'm definitely trying to make the streaming shit a little bit more interesting, or just bring a different vibe to it, at least for my show. Like I said, the goal for this show is to get everyone who wants to be a part of this show and be a part of the conversations to come join me every week for this stream and yap for an hour. And for this to just not be my thoughts, right? I don't know if y'all can see on TikTok. Oh, shit. Not just my thoughts, but yours too. Hey, is it Nia or Nia? I think it's Nia, right? Hey, girl. Not just my thoughts, but it's also for y'all thoughts too. So, yeah, the goal for this is for it to be very interactive and all of that. So definitely make sure you guys join me next Thursday. Like I said, if I don't stream Thursday nights, it'll definitely be Friday night. Next week, I should be streaming on a Thursday. Okay, I should. But like I said, if it's not, it will certainly be Friday. So I'm gonna try to stay on my Thursday schedule. So you guys can meet me here and yap with me. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe to the My Thoughts No One Asks For YouTube channel. Okay, make sure you join the Discord. I'm planning a lot of things, So make sure y'all join the Discord. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. You follow the clip page. Do all of that. Okay. And if you like listening to audio podcasts, make sure you go search up the show on any audio podcast platform. And yeah, just thank you again for joining me. Very happy to be here. Today was a great day and a great stream. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.